Well, hello, we are back in Last Alliance Total War, and we are here as the men of Bree are taking on the men of the East, as we have Breeland here taking on the Golden Line clan, one of the Haradrim clans that are available in the Last Alliance Total War mod for Shogun 2, and I'm so looking forward to this one. It is the last battle before Christmas. There won't be a Christmas video. If you're watching this like any other time other than Christmas, you're probably thinking, what the heck is going on? But yeah, this is the last video before Christmas. There won't be one then. So I hope you guys do enjoy it. It is a short but sweet one that proves maybe that Bree is a sterner, tough like fight than I've made out to be. I'd say that like Bree's like one of the weak factions in Last Alliance. I do say that quite often. And I've been told by Ellen Anish, who sends this one in. He is one of my subs. And he says this one is a pretty tough fight for Bree, but they certainly prove themselves, that is for sure. And I'm looking forward to see how they do in this one. Got a lot of Breeland archers here setting up. We then got Breeland gentry behind. Got some Breeland city guards as well. And West Axeman. We've got Butterbar guard. Got Darren Buttonbar. I like that Darren is his first name. Darren's such like an average British name, but I think that's like it's him there in the front lines with his white pony on his chest there. There you go. There's Darren going into battles. Yeah, but it's such an average like British name. It's hilarious. That is his name. They've got Camo on the flanks though. We've got Breeland Riders of the Great Road on that flank. We've got Breeland Militia on the other flank here. And we do have a Golden Lion clan army with very little cav though. So this is, to be honest, a pretty poor Haradrim build here, to be honest. That you brought like a lack of cav, which Harad otherwise like is really strong for. We've got Horrors of the Desert here, which are really, really strong. A good hybrid unit, both spear and bow. And behind that we have Ikrama, which is the Golden Lion Guard. With the Golden Lion Guard, we have then Serpent Fences, Serpent Spears. What we got back here? Desert Warriors. Yeah, very actual minimal amount of archers as well. I'm just seeing here, and cav, like I was saying. Yeah, it's got 2 Serpent Lancers that look like they're going to try and deal with these militia. They have definitely not got enough cav to deal with all 4 cav units that Bree can bring here today. So it's certainly going to be interesting to see how this one goes down. But yes, if you're enjoying the Last Alliance action and would like to see some more of this Second Age mod for Shogun 2, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and comment show your support. It really does mean a lot for the channel as we work towards 9k subs. And yeah, if you guys want to obviously take part as well, or send in your own Last Alliance battles, then feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description as well. You're more than welcome to join. I always look at these uniforms, think green and yellow. Don't know what I feel about that vibe, but it looks kind of cool. But it also is, I don't know, it reminds me of Sprite a little bit, you know, with the green and yellow emblem they have. Oh my gosh, we've got a rain of arrows coming in, and they are hitting hard into these Breeland archers down here. Actually killing quite a lot. About 40 of them had already died. Jeez, this is a brutal volley fight, arch fight they're in. The banner carrier has fallen. Someone pick up the banner. There you go. You can see more archers dying here. Certainly the Horrors of the Desert much more armored, so they're gonna have an easier time of it in this archer fight here. I imagine they are winning this fight. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, losing decisively actually. Apparently, or they're winning decisively. Oh, it's because the Breeland archers are focusing on 1 unit at a time, which is not a bad idea. And it looks like that's kind of what's happening here as well on the opposite side. It seems as though the Horrors of the Desert are focusing 1 Bree unit down at a time. And it seems like the archer fight might be about to end soon, and we're about to see an infantry fight as Serpent Fences here push forward, and the Breeland Gentry also come up to face them. So yeah, we're about to see an infantry fight. Breeland Gentry is like the best infantry available to Dale. So if these guys can't beat Serpent Fences, I don't know what will. But in these guys go, and into the fight. A lot of green and yellow in today's fight, I just realized, on both sides. So that is going to make for an interesting view, and that is for sure. Yeah, I mean, the Serpent Fences are okay, but they're nothing insane. Combat even there. You can see the cab being forced back here, as we have Haradrim Golden Lion clan breaking through. And there, you can see the Breeland cab starting to run away. It looks like they're going to get some Burge's crossbowmen. They've got some crossbows here setting up. I mean, you see these in Eriador with in Dawn Stage. You see the crossbows And it seems like they're going to be in Last Alliance as well for Breeland, and that certainly could be a very cool asset Maybe just Breland has like access to. Bar the dwarves, only Breland will have access to really like crossbows. I don't know. But yeah, they seem like they're getting in here as the Cav. I don't know if they're going to win this fight really. They're losing decisively on that initial charge there, but they're also tying down all this cavalry. And hopefully that will allow Cav on the other side to do some great damage. I mean, you got the Riders of the Great Road there charging into Desert Warriors. Yeah, that's not a good idea. These are spear units. Definitely not going to end very well for them. As you can see here, we've got Breland Gentry. They're chopping through this front line of the Haradrim. And if they break through this, it might force the Horrors of the Desert to go forward, because they will have no choice but to do so. Chop them down, boys. Chop them down. Kill as many of these damn Haradrim as you can. Last Alliance, well, has had a recent update, which I definitely would go and check out. I'm going to be, after this replay, I probably will be updating, because this is on the old version, is this one. But after this replay, probably will be updating myself. I'm getting very, getting sorted almost for the new campaign I plan to do. I plan to try and do a campaign covering one of the factions, because, yeah, we're kind of, I mean, the DI campaign you guys seem to enjoy, but it's also kind of like just faltered a little bit, so I'm kind of trying to think of like a new campaign I can do. The Last Alliance is certainly one that would be quite interesting. It's basically a fully fledged campaign, and it'd be really cool to see that in action. But as you can see here, Serpent Spears and Desert Warriors all flanking around here. It's got 4 columns. They're going to be able to flank around and maybe able to do a lot of damage to the back lines of these Breland infantry units here, as we have swords here breaking Serpent Fences, doing just that. Big win there. You got Breland West Axemen. They're engaged here. This is like with Horrors of the Desert. No, Serpent Spears. I always think these guys are Horrors of the Desert because they have the same exact spear and shield, which the Horrors of the Desert get out once they are in combat.
Our men are under attack.
Yeah, it looks like the axes here. They're chopping through these guys pretty easily, actually. They are losing decisively. But here we go. You got more Axemen here. They're getting countercharged, and they. Like a lot of hits here. We've got Desert Warriors getting involved. They're like almost like a shock infantry unit. They have like a cool pole arm sort of unit. I don't know if it's like acts like an axe or what, or they're just a two-handed spear unit maybe. But they are doing a lot of damage to these swords, these axes for sure. That's great to see. If you're rooting for Harad, if you're rooting for Bree, well, you need to see more wins soon. See over here, Burge crossbowmen, they're engaged. These guys need to get out of combat quick, because otherwise they could be punished there. We have got routing town watchers there. We've got I was about to say Horrors of the Desert, but it's not. It's Serpent Fences there breaking. Horrors of the Desert though engaged here, I believe. We've got Desert Warriors down here as well as more, or Horrors of the Desert more in the center with the fight here. But yeah, not looking great, as Butterbar here has routed a Serpent Lancer. He's now going to have to take on 2 spear units that managed to flank him behind. These are both like Serpent Spears here. I don't know if Butterbear's Guard can do that. There is Cav that has returned over a brilliant militia. These guys need to get back into the fight and turn it around a little bit. We've got some Breland City Watch. They're also going into the fight here. Whether they will be able to take on these spears, I do not know.
Shameful day. Our army is running from the field. We must rally our men before all is lost.
Fight on, men of Bree, for the free peoples of the West. Got Butterbear going in there. He's going to the fight. His town watchers are breaking still. These guys are fighting it out in the front lines. Let's have a look and keep an eye. Let's keep an eye on this front line, see if anyone's really turning it. I mean, you could say Bree's kind of turning it here. I mean, this is where the front line started, and this is where they forced it back to. Now they're engaged against Horrors of the Desert, who are combat even, so they're not really affected too much by it. We've got Ikrama here. He's actually combat even against a Breland General, which is much fresher than him. So this is not a good sign really for him because he's down to 26 men left, is Ikrima. So his bodyguard is getting chopped down slowly but steadily. So if they lose a general, that could be detrimental.
Oh, shameful day. Our army is running from the field. We must rally.
But we are about to see a desert warrior join this fight. Whether that will help, I don't know. But Ikrima here is wavering. And there you go, he's broken. And that could change the face of this battlefield. We'll see. Morale for the Haradrim might start to crumble. Not before these West Axemen here die. It looks like these West Axemen have fought their fight, and now their fight's over. Oof, ripping piece to this Haradrim here right in our face. He is not going to have a good Christmas, that is for sure. He's going to end up with a Christmas with a hole in his neck. Our cross was here, they're about to break. But it is certainly very tough over here. I mean, Bree has actually managed to win this fight way out in the far side here. Beating these desert warriors here. And just take them out. I wonder if it's coming down to morale now. Morale must be really important. I mean, one side has a general, one side does not. Yeah, they are sending these Haradrim packing, doing a really good job. If they can surround this unit as well, we've got some Breland gentry here. They would come and surround these serpent spears, and they probably will do a good amount of damage here. I'm waiting for the charge. Here they go! And sheer war by the looks of it. Chop them down, boys. Chop them down. But Tabur is still fighting on hard, but he's losing decisively here to a lot of Haradrim units. If they were to lose Butterbar, they might be in real trouble here. But can they surround with all? Look at all this. All of these freed up Breland units. Can they surround the Golden Line units? I don't know. Potentially.
Oh, shameful day. Our army is running from the field. We must rally our men before all is lost.
And there you go, helping to rout another. I think they were routing at least these spears over here, these serpent spears. I'm not sure now. Seems like they're back in their fight quite easily. Butterbird though is wavering. This is not a good sign. He's wavered for like a second and then changed his mind. Now they're running for their lives. They're giving up on Butterbur here. Well, Cav now arriving as well. Can they harass the not the Breland lines? Can they harass the Haradrim lines? Is what I meant to say. Breland here needs to hold on. Army losses will take effect.
My lord, our general has been captured.
Or maybe not. If the general for Breland has been captured, that could be even more detrimental. Mainly because they could torture and, I don't know, punish that general. Better to die on the battlefield than be submitted to torture and embarrassment in the prison cell. Good charge here from the Brilliant Militia. They're not a great cav unit, but they might help just break both these units here. Which might, again, like I said, help with army losses. And that's the big thing. If they can win the army loss battle, then they got a chance. We've got city guys over here that really need to get into the fight. I mean, there's serpent spears that could be surrounded, taken out, and these horrors of the desert as well could be surrounded and taken out. These guys are still battling on though. It's super close. But it is slowly slipping out of the hands of the Haradrim here. As you can see, they still have Cav alive to the Breland. They need to get these units that they have free. Just get them in behind. Don't just keep blobbing up on the same side. This Cav here has been a constant problem. Arad still pushing forward though. They ain't giving up that fight. The Cav coming in once again. Going for a decent charge there. I mean, it's charging the Horrors of the Desert, which are a good hybrid unit. That's the only problem. Easiest way to take out Horrors of the Desert, I feel like, is Archer Fire. And they don't really have much of that left. Do Bree, if any, to be honest. Hold on, Bree, you can do it. Wavering started to take place here as Harad is finally giving in to army losses.
Our foe is
and there you go. Bree
Let all
has
who remember
won.
This day, remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Don't know what they were really waiting for, Bree, but there you go. A costly victory for Bree as they defeat the Golden Line of Harad. Certainly was a close one. I mean, the British infantry never really packed a punch that it was like you ever thought it definitely is going to win these fights. But it certainly did the job. Maybe the Breland Gentry was maybe a little bit, just a little slightly bit more elite than anything else that was available on the battlefield. I'm not sure. But they certainly did a really good job. As always, I mean, like, these factions look amazing as well, which I again can't say thank you enough to the devs for all their hard work, especially to Sarah for, like, yeah, amazing work on this mod. The units, the animations, everything look top notch. But yeah, well done to Ellen and Ish and to Illumini, who are playing as the two factions here today. So Ellen and Ish was playing as Bree and Illumini was playing as the Golden Lion. We look at kills. Breland Gently are getting 492 kills for this one unit alone. My gosh, 287 for unit there. I mean, we got, yeah, 250 for another Breland Gentry. I mean, these guys absolutely went off, getting so many kills. Butterbur getting 171 kills. Really well done there before he got captured. What did the like archers get? I mean, crossbows got 99 kills. Cav did pretty well, getting 144. And then the archers down here getting like 49 kills. I think the best there. Horrors of the Desert, no wonder, doing the best for the Haradrim, getting 323 kills. They can both shoot and can both fight. They're always going to do like a lot better than much other stuff. 263 kills for another unit here, 219 for another. We've got Serpent Spears getting 186, Serpent Lancers getting 170. Then we've got another 118 for the Serpent Lancers here. Some probably pretty solid kills. And Acromo down here getting 63 kills, not so great. But there you go, guys. That is today's last Alliance battle. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one.